That is different issue. That is halal. The bank will buy the car and then sell it to you or rent it to you, ending with ownership. That is how Islamic bank do it. As an alternative and as an exit, makhraj. Alright? Okay, I don't think I'll be able to touch on how Islamic bank is being structured, okay? But never mind, we'll touch on that. Now we want to discuss about riba al-fadl. Okay, before riba al-fadl, riba buyu'. Not only riba arises from lending and debt, but also riba will also occur in purchase and sell and purchase and sell, buying and selling. Alright, involved in, but only limited to ribawi items. What is the usurious item? Usurious item has been said by the Prophet. Okay, this is the summary. Usurious items, 6 usurious items mentioned by the prophets. Al-dhahabu bil-dhahabi, wal-fiddatu bil-fiddati, wal-sha'iru bil-sha'iri, wal-tamaru bil-tamari, wal-milhu bil-milhi. Okay, wal-burru bil-bir, wal-burru bil-burri, yadan biyadin, fa-idha ikhtalafatil ajnasu fabi'u kayfa shi'tum. That is the matan of the hadith, text of the hadith. Meaning, if you want to exchange gold to gold, silver and silver, wheat and wheat, barley and barley, dates and dates, salt and salt, it must be in the condition of 2 conditions. First, must be on the spot basis. Second, must be similar in its quantity and weight. Okay, now we want to look here. Gold, you can see. Ni tak ada laser, tak ada. Okay, you can see gold to gold, the black one. Okay, meaning on the spot, same amount, quantity and weight. Alright. So, in order for you to understand this one easily, now normally, the women, they want to trade in their old jewelry with the new one. Okay? So what happens is that they will take their old jewelry, go to the shop. Okay, brother, this is my old gold. How much it will cost you? Okay, this one 20 grams, for example. 20 grams. 20 grams, 1 grams equal to how much today? 120 what? Dollar, euro, Malaysian. 20 pounds, 20 pounds sterling. Okay, 20 pounds sterling. Understood, 20 pounds sterling. Yeah, 20 pounds sterling times 20. Okay, 400. Okay, 400, brother, 400. Okay, sister, 400. 400. Okay, I want to purchase, to take this one, the new one. The new one, weight is different. For example, 21 grams. 21 grams. So I have to pay the balance. So 400. This one, how much? 420, for example. Okay, you take $20, 20 pounds, give it to the shopkeeper, to the seller. That is riba. That is riba. Riba buyu', type of fadl. The first one, fadl. That is riba buyu', type of al-fadl. Why? Because the weight is not same, you know. The Prophet said, yadan bi yadin, mithlan bi mithlin. It must be the same. You might want to ask me, what about if the carat, you know, the quality of the gold is different? What about it? This one is 999 or 911, I don't know, 911 or I don't know, 900 or 200. This one is 24 karat, this one is finest gold, 999. This one is lower grade of gold. The answer is that the companion has already asked that to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when they exchange the old dates with the new dates, the fresh dates, because they have 6 kilograms of date, 2 sa' of gold, 2 sa' of sa' is in the Arabic terminology means 6 kilograms of old dates. The companions want to exchange with the fresh dates. So in return, the seller gives 3 kilograms of fresh dates. From the logical point of view, it is acceptable, right? It's acceptable. Yeah, this is old date. This one is fresh. So from the value point of view, it's acceptable. But the Prophet say, La taf'al. And then in the many various narration, the Prophet also said it is riba. And also the Prophet said, do not do it. Go back to the seller, and what you have to do is that you have to sell your dates first, 6 kilograms, and takes in exchange money. And then, only then, you have to make another purchase separately, purchase 3 kilograms of dates. Okay, that is how you want to purchase to get the new dates. But the people might ask, what is the difference? The end result will be the same. Okay, that is the trick here. So the scholars, for example, Hujjatullah, Shah Waliullah Ad-Dihlawi in his book Hujjatullah Al-Baligha, try to explore what is the wisdom behind this kind of rulings. No? But the wisdom is a little bit length in order for us to discuss. But I think for us tonight, enough. That is the ruling. In order for you to get out from the riba, you have to sell it, take money, and then purchase in the independent purchase. Independent, purchase it back or not back, purchase it in the separate transaction. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that is gold for gold. The similar happen if you want to exchange currency notes with other currency notes. But currency note is not in the list. Yes, of course, because the Prophet ﷺ at his time, they are using dinar, gold dinar and silver. But the barter system is still applicable at that time. But nowadays, barter system is very limited to some places only. Barter system, exchange commodity with the other commodity. So how the scholars treat this hadith? The scholars, they treat the hadith with make 2 divisions. The first division is the money division, gold and silver. That's why the scholars discuss, is it limited to only 6 items, or this 6 items is only example to the other commodities and items? So 4 mazhab say, no, it is not limited to these 6 items. But Zahiri madhab, do you know Zahiri madhab? Ibn Hazm and Zahiri Ibn Hazm al-Muhalla bil Athar, they say no, 6 only. But Zahiri madhab is influence is already decreased now. There's now I don't think, I don't know, maybe there are some of them, but very few. So all 4 mazhab say no, it is not limited to these 6. But this 6 is only example. But how we want to know the rest of that? So we have to find the illah, the legal effective cause, the legal reason behind why the Prophet choose and mention these 6 items. In order to know the legal reason, the scholars divide them into 2 categories. The first one is gold and silver. The 4 other category is staple food or food. Okay, so in staple food is easy, with barley, dates, salt. In Malaysia, they are eating lot of rice. You know, rice. Okay. For that reason, rice will be placed in this category as well. So if you want to exchange basmati rice, you know basmati rice, with Malaysian rice or Thailand rice, you have to stick to these two conditions. Must be exchanged on the spot, must be at the same weight. Even though basmati rice is more valuable from the people point of view, but you have to stick to them. If you want to purchase to get profit from them, do not exchange rice to rice, but must be exchanged rice to money. Then it's okay. Okay. So now you want to look at the currency division. Where is US dollar, Malaysian ringgit, Czech crown, pound sterling? Where? All of that, each one of them will be deemed as one category, one type, one kind. So if you want to exchange crown to pound sterling, only one condition, just like exchanging silver to gold. One, exchange silver to gold, spot basis. What is spot? Hand to hand. Cannot delay. If you want to go to United Kingdom tomorrow, you want to exchange your crown to pound sterling, for example, at the money exchanger, at the airport. So what you do, you have to give them crown. Now, you have to wait there, take the pound sterling on the spot. You cannot give them crown. Okay, you calculate first, I want to go to toilet. You go to toilet, riba will happen. Not the toilet is not riba, but you go to toilet, the delay will trigger riba. Why? Because there is a delay. When that happen, riba and nasi'ah, the second one, nasi'ah will happen. Any delay in the transaction exchange will trigger riba nasi'ah. Yeah.
Sure, so in this way, that if I put British pounds in my account in England, and 2 months later I come here and take crowns, is this a similar?
From the machine? Yeah. That's okay, no problem. That's okay, because that is on the spot. The transaction is on the spot.
Okay. Well, what about if I buy something using PayPal? I buy like a camera that costs $1,000 US, but I pay in Czech crown, so it's the converted value, like say like 18,000 Czech crown. So, but the bank didn't deduct my money immediately. But I will see tomorrow. Only bank will deduct money. Is it riba?
Okay,
because there's been delay.
Within 3 days, or what?
Huh?
Within 3 days?
I don't know. Within 3 days. Maybe
Sometime. Okay. Firstly, if the transaction delayed, not delay, delay, not defer. Defer and delay is different. Defer, automatic riba. But delay because of the operation, because of the differences in the countries and time and so on and so forth. The scholars discuss, Maliki Madhab say, 3 days delay is acceptable. Because they have one Islamic legal maxim say, Ma qaraba shay' yu'ti hukmu. Ma qaraba shay' yu'ti hukmu, meanings, whenever, because of the time limit is near, 1 to 3 days is near to spot. So it considered as spot as well. Okay, in banking system also, normally they will take 3 days in order to clear the check, to clear this and that. So that clearance is acceptable. First. What about if you purchase something through check? Okay, you are purchasing here gold, for example, using checkbook. Okay, haram or not? Okay, checkbook normally will be clear maybe 1 day. But what about if the seller doesn't have time to go to the bank to clear a check? No, that's his problem. You can say that, but don't worry. OIC International Fiqh scholars discuss, and they say check is just like spot. Okay, that is their call is qabdul hukmi. Qabdul hukmi meaning constructive possession, and the payment constructively has been paid on the spot. Okay, that check is spot. You pay it now, spot. It's okay, acceptable. Alright?
credit cards, gold, one gold